Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it is Mike here, and welcome to we got another sub versus, this time it's going to be adult cartoons. Now, they're not all like TV mature, but they're not intended for kids, is basically what I'm trying to say here. Of course, there's going to be ones that are tamer than others here, but it is going to be the subs versus the adult cartoons. So, we're kicking things off with Marcus at number 1. And, yeah, we're going to do this as a series. We're going to continue this. It's been kind of a cool series to have. And I'm going to switch people in and out. I think I switched about 7 people. So you might be in the first one and this one. You may not be. It just depends. So, but we are starting off. It's going to be a really good one here. And Marcus is number 1. We're going to find out who number 2 is, and hopefully 2K will be nice. And it looks like it's Lee coming in at number 2. So far, not a good start for this team, but what do you expect? That's like a 50-50 chance to come out with the first 2. So we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do against this team. The subs kind of do have the advantage, but at the same time, they do in overall, but probably not in weight class, which is a very big factor in these. So it's going to be a really great one to watch and see how this one turns out. And, of course, we'll do more as we go along. There's all kinds of ideas I can use here. So this is kind of a new series I'm doing, and Dan is number 3. And, oh, man. Dan got hit from the legs and the neck. And how about again? And Okada is number 4. So not a good start at all for this team. And number 5 is Christopher. So once again, not a good start at all. So, talk about some bad luck to kick things off with the first 5. And I kind of hate to see this. I really kind of hate to see this because I like to see, a mixture of the two. It's always fun. And number 6 is Bender. So, Bender coming in at number 6 from Futurama. And Devin's number 7. Oh man, and the Okada and the Christopher rivalry continues. As usual, Homer's number 8. So we finally got 2 people out of 8. That's not a great start for this team. And Bender going after Devin. And Christopher slams Bender. This has just been very interesting, and only 2 from the adult cartoon team. And look at Homer here with the choke slam. And I'm telling you, they're refusing to leave. We got 8 people in here, and nobody has plans on leaving anytime soon. It's just been utter chaos. And finally, there goes Marcus. So this time it wasn't as good of luck for Marcus. And Okada did not care about his teammate. He's all in it for himself, as everyone is technically in this. They're all looking out for themselves, even though it's a team thing. You know, they're going to go against each other. There's nothing we can do. Even if we did have a stable, I mean, we could only go so far with it. And it wouldn't be fair against the other team. So I think you could only have 5 per stable or something. And there goes Homer, so Lee gets some revenge for his team. And Homer's the first out on that team. And Dan with a spike. And Beavis is number 9. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have, I'm going to try to put different people from different shows in. But I did have a couple from the same shows. I could have had more of a variety, but I chose not to because I wanted to have some of the iconic people. And I know some of these cartoons aren't as bad as other ones are. Some of them are TV mature, some of them are TV PG, but they're not your idea for kids, is what I'm trying to say. They're PG or above. I mean, I think Futurama could be TV 14, TV PG sometimes. It just depends on the episode. I haven't watched the recent stuff. And Dr. Roxo is number 10, and he's definitely TV mature. Oh. Man, Dr. Roxo is what nightmares are made of. I used to watch that show. I've seen every episode of that show. And they really never, I don't think they ever really finished it properly. Unless they did something later on. They were talking about putting a movie out to finish the thing off, because one of the things I loved on the show is every episode you had the general and his crew talking about, oh, look what Def Clock's up to, and we're going to try to stop them, and they're never successful. And I think there's a main guy over all the generals and stuff that are just talking trash about Def Clock. And I never think they faced the boss battle, the main dude. I believe they fought the general, but they never fought the guy that's over all of them. It's kind of like an Illuminati thing. I forget. And then they always bring in some expert with some weird name. I always loved that part of the show, and it happened in every episode, and it never got old. Such a classic show. I just don't like Murderface. I can't stand that character. And Bender's done. Devin's done. It looks like Christopher's going to hang on. And Dr. Zoidberg's number 11. So I did put 2 in from Futurama. And Zoidberg and Bender are definitely my 2 favorites. And Beavis is going to try to lift Christopher out. Good luck with that. We got William at 12. He wasn't in the last one. So I went ahead and threw him in. I don't think he was. I'll have to go back and look. It's been a while. I know Okada wasn't. I was pretty sure Okada wasn't. But I put in like 7 or 6 people that weren't in the last one. I know Lee was one. And I'll switch them in and out. I'll try not to put everyone in the same one. And Jay's number 13. I don't think he was in the last one. And look at Beavis slamming Okada. And number 14 is Styles. Look at Styles here. Good takedown there on Beavis. And Okada with the tombstone to Dr. Zoidberg. Okada's been in this. Him and Christopher are really killing it. Lee's been in this for a while, and he came in at number 2, and he's still alive. He was number 2. Marcus was number 1, and he was number 2, so he's done really well. We'll see how far he can go. And Styles getting double teamed. He's fighting for his life, hanging on the ropes. And he manages to get out. And look at Jay Glenn. Gonna take out Zoidberg. So Zoidberg is finished. And there goes Lee. So Christopher ends Lee's streak. And Okada going after Christopher again. I mean, this rivalry. And look at that. Oh, what is the odds? What is the odds of those two at it again? They can't work together. Ever. So, just incredible to see those two betray each other once again. And Jay, Styles eliminates Jay there. And Beavis with the rock bottom. And Rick Sanchez is number 15. And Bojack Horseman, number 16 here. It's good to have him. I've seen a few episodes. I haven't seen a lot. But what I did see was great. But I need to get a Netflix subscription again and check that out, because I had to, take down my subscription because I was using someone else's, and they got stricter on the rules. So I had to give that up. And there's a couple things I want to watch, but there's really, ever since this writer strike happened, it's like, who cares anymore? So, I mean, it's like, I don't even care as much, because they're not going to be putting anything out. So I'm going to wait until they put out the shows I want to see, like Stranger Things and Cobra Kai. But until then, I have no desire to get a subscription until I get those two shows. And we got Brandon versus Brandon here. Oh, and Styles eliminates the other Brandon. And Peter Griffin's number 18. And Styles is done. Rick got him. Oh, and that's a big elimination for Okada. And look at the adult cartoons. They are paying the price. Bojack and Peter are done. Rick might be next. Oh, Rick survived somehow. And Okada is the one to beat. He's doing a really good job against this team. And 19 is Carl. From Aqua Teen Force. I've never really watched that show, but I just get this feeling that this guy is a complete tool. He just has that vibe for me. And maybe I'm absolutely wrong. He might be the nicest guy ever. But just something about him, how he just dresses, how he seems to act. I've never really watched the show, but he just comes off as a tool. Okada finally finished. He had a great run. And Jay is 20. Now this is not Jay Glenn, it's another Jay. And he is definitely Team Sub. Beavis has been in here for a while. Yeah, I'm going to have to, pick up some of these Adult Swim shows and go back to growing up. I mean, I'm going to definitely have to try Aqua Teen Force. May pick up the Boondocks. I've seen the Boondocks before. I like the Boondocks. There's a couple episodes I don't like that I could just do without. I know him when I see him. But for the most part, I do enjoy the show a lot. I'm not a big Tom fan of that character. There's a certain episode I don't like with him. So there's a couple episodes I don't like but that one I can remember off the top of my head. But there's probably another one that I do not enjoy that I just can't think of right now. And speaking of something I don't enjoy, I'm not a big fan of Bob's Burgers. Coming in at 22, Robert Belcher. I've only watched a few minutes of that, and it's just not for me. Maybe I'll give it a shot again, because I heard it won Emmys and everything. Or it's nominated for Emmys. It may have won some. And number 23 is Butthead. Of course, they put the asterisks on the U, but they won't censor out certain images on the community servers. So, yeah. Because, the letter U is going to change the whole entire way how people feel. But, putting stuff on, Money in the Bank briefcases and images in general, oh, that's fine. Oh, that's completely fine. I believe the game has language in it. So I think the word butt's okay, I don't think it's going to kill anyone. I mean, these people nowadays, obviously I know it's computer catching this stuff. It's not a human. But nowadays everything's way too sensitive. The Attitude Era would never happen nowadays. It's just like, and I wasn't even around for the Attitude Era. Ruthless aggression wouldn't even happen nowadays. Just everything's just like soft anymore, with the exception of a couple storylines. And of course MJF, who just does not care. And number 24 is Huey. So finally we get Huey from the Boondocks. Look at Butthead. Wow. I've never watched an episode of Beavis and Butthead in my life. I just never have. Maybe I'll give it a try. I don't think I'll like it. It's really hard for me in humor to get along. Some of these shows I'll watch because I think they're cool. Like Futurama, I don't think it's hilarious. I think it has its moments that it's hilarious, but for the most part, I think it's just entertaining. It's not my type of humor. But it entertains me. The stories entertain me. And look at that choke slam by Carl. Nice choke slam there. Yeah, HBO Max, I mean, I'm telling you, HBO Max is, oh, there goes Ronnie. So Carl kicks out Ronnie. Butthead's eliminated as well. I'm telling you, HBO Max is where it's at right now. If you like your adult cartoons, I mean, they have all Adult Swim, all kinds of Adult Swim, and they have South Park as well. Speaking of that, we haven't seen anyone from that show, huh? Probably because they haven't arrived yet, which is not a good sign for the sub team. And man, Carl just keeps on delivering low blows. We saw Okada do it earlier. Enough with the dirty cheap shots. Like, come on. And Darkness is number 26. Stewie just got powerbombed. And Brock Sampson's 27. I have never watched Venture Bros, but I wanted to throw him in there. I know it's pretty popular. What I've kind of seen of like previews and stuff, it looks kind of gross. But I don't know. I've never really actually watched it. There's a couple shows on Adult Swim I won't even go near. There's one called Moral Something that I would never watch that show. There's a couple that I wouldn't watch at all. So, you know, maybe someday I'll try Venture Bros, but I don't know anything about it. But what I've seen, like preview-wise, it came off to me as a little bit gross. But I don't know a lot about it. Maybe it's a great show. I don't know. And Huey's finished. But Brock Sampson's like one of the main characters, so I did do some research. But I couldn't tell you what the show's about. I don't have a clue. I've just seen advertisements for it. And I know it's pretty popular. And Darkness going after Stewie. Carl is killing it. Another elimination, and Darkness gets Stewie. And now we got Darkness versus Carl here. So Stewie and Brock Sampson. I'm telling you, the adult cartoons are taking some hits now. And things may even out at the end here. And JR is 28. And Carl with another elimination. Goodness. And Jay is done. Carl continues this rampage. And I think he got mad because I called him a tool. Or something. And Luke Razorblade is 29. And Darkness, he's getting a couple. One of his own, though. But it's every man for himself here. And Eric Cartman at 30. Oh my goodness. This is not good. And wow, it's a 3v3. Okay, so things evened out. That's good. That's good. The subs didn't have a great start. But things became even quickly. And it's 3 versus 3. So Cartman's going to be tough. He's had a lot of success on here. And he's actually fighting his creator right now. Lucas made him. So make sure you pick that one up and help Lucas out. I believe he made him. I'm pretty sure. I always get certain creations confused. And sometimes there's multiple ones, so it makes it even harder. And look at JR. Oh, man. Puts Eric. I'm telling you, Carl's the one to beat right now. He's been in here for a little while. But right now, it's a 3v3. And Luke Razorblade eliminates Belcher. So now, the subs have the advantage. And Carl, oh my goodness. Carl is crazy. Now it is a 75% chance that the adult cartoons are going to lose because Carl just did the ultimate thing I didn't expect and eliminate his teammate Eric Cartman, who, by the way, is probably the best one on the team. And look at Carl. He continues these shots. Poor JR. Wasn't even doing anything. And all these three have to do is stop Carl and they can win this thing. And JR eliminates Darkness. Oh man, now he's going after Luke. They need to go after Carl. Oh, and Luke Razorblade may have saved JR there. He's going to make Carl pay. And once again, Luke Razorblade steps in the middle of that possibly elimination. But these two are, it doesn't matter. It's every man for himself here. And Luke's hanging on. Right now, Carl has a 33.3% chance of winning this. But he's had multiple eliminations. He's breaking out of submissions, and they're going after him. And he is just, oh my goodness, what a choke slam. This guy is still going. And oh my goodness, Luke Razorblade eliminates JR. And now it is a 1v1. Oh man, if Carl pulls this one off, it will be something. I mean, he started 1 in 4 chance, and now it's a 50% chance. He went from 25 to 50%. He doubled his odds. And look here. Uh-oh. No, he's going to have to throw him out, though. You have got to be kidding me. And the subs lose. And the adult cartoons win. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Carl with the performance of a lifetime here. And if he doesn't point at the sign, I'm not going to let him go to WrestleMania. If he pointed, I would. But since he knows better, oh no, he's going to do this. Oh, not this ending. Instead, he is just going to taunt us to death. Oh, not this. This goes on and on. Watch this. It just keeps on going. It's like the Energizer Bunny. Just, what in the world are you doing? You're not that good at, you're not, it's not like you are Mr. Olympia here, okay? And he's just going to continue this. I don't understand how this could last this long. He can't hold still. He needs drug tested. That's what I think. Look at this. Unbelievable. Is he done? No, he's still going. Stop. You won. I'll let you go to WrestleMania. Just quit. Please. Stop. Is he done? He's still making hand gestures. Finally. Thank you. But anyway, bad night for the subs. And, yeah, they lost one finally. So, I will see you all later. I hope you all enjoyed it. What an ending. Crazy ending. Carl wins. Wow.